So Justyn Ross is an interesting topic because we don't know if he's gonna even make the 53 man, and the reason why I say that is because it's a lot of talk going on with the wide receiver core, and I'm starting not to really understand what's going on, and that's coming from Chiefs Priority himself. And the reason why I say this is because Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, Justin Watson. I would imagine those four dudes are locks to make the roster. Then Kadarius Toney looks very good. I mean, McCole Hardman is going to make the roster. So that's already six wide receivers. And it's a seven-man roster. So it's going to be between Nico Remigio, Tony, I said, my bad, not Tony, Nico Remigio, Sky Moore, and Ross. And if let me recount that to make sure I'm not tripping. I mean, okay, one Xavier Worthy, two Hollywood Brown, three Justin Watson, four McCole Hardman, five Kadarius Toney, and okay, so that's five right there. So you got Xavier Worthy, Kadarius Toney. Oh yeah, Rice. I'm bugging. Rice. Yup. So that's six, man. Rice. So it's gonna be, damn. I don't know. Justyn Ross competing with Nico Remigio and Scott Moore right now. Now, a lot of y'all probably like Nico Remigio more than Justyn Ross, but I'm sorry. I like Ross more than Nico Remigio. You already know I'm a big fan of Ross. I made many of videos on him, and y'all know that I always want the absolute best for him, and I don't want to see him fail, none of that. So I want Justyn Ross to personally make the 53-man roster, but the way it's sounding like, I mean, chances is slim because Nico Remigio is balling out. But at the same time, Justyn Ross has also been balling out in training camp as well. So it's definitely going to be something to monitor. But there's many of reasons why I believe Ross should make it. So you know that Rice, Worthy, and Hollywood Brown are three locks to make the roster for the wide receivers. And then it's probably even three more locks in my opinion. Or you could call them locks. That's Hardman, Toney, and Watson. So that's six wide receivers right there. And you're gonna have like four guys battling it out. That's Montreal Washington. That's Sky Moore, and that's Justyn Ross, and that's Nico Remigio. Now, the biggest threat to Justyn Ross out of these names is Nico Remigio because he's been getting a lot of hype. He's been, getting spoken highly of by Andy Reid and this even Dave Tobe, the special teams coordinator. Like, he's been getting hype from literally every coach on the coaching staff. So it's a strong case that he may make the roster. It's a real strong case. But then you also got to give it to Justyn Ross too, man, because Ross has that skill. He's a big-bodied wide receiver that we don't really have. We don't have no big-bodied wide receiver that's gonna get contested catches. Ross helps, diversify this offense even more. He helps it even more. I mean, we have two speed demons. That's Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy. We know we have two speed demons in them two. And then we got Rashee Rice, who's a short guy, like not short like height, but like a short route type of dude, intermediate route type of dude that's gonna get the ball. He's gonna run after the catch. He's gonna go. We got that type of guy, So, yeah, man, we definitely have a lot of potential in this wide receiver core, though. But Nico Remigio, he's not a speed demon. He's more like a Rice type of dude, and we don't need that. Even though he's showing out and he's doing very good, we don't need that. He's a Justin Watson or a Rice type of guy. Like, we don't really need that, bro. No, we don't have nobody that's going to do it like Ross outside of the tight ends. Nobody's a big body like Ross, so why would we not bring Ross back to make this wide receiver core even more versatile? So that's why I believe that Justyn Ross will make the 53-man roster. And obviously there's some bad things for him, like the suspension that happened last season. That was pretty bad for him. He's been getting less hype, That's another thing that's bad. And you got Nico Remigio outshining him, whatever, quote unquote, and him having an extensive injury list. It's kind of bad. He gets injured a lot. Ross, he tends to get hurt a lot. So it's definitely not a good thing when it comes to that area. But I do believe he should at least make the roster to prove himself and finally get some snaps in the regular season, maybe. You know. And now that we're back to positional battles and roster questions, it's just concerning. It's concerning that we're not getting too much hype like how we was last season for Justyn Ross. And it's been a lot of silence when it comes to Ross, man. And Louis Rees-Zammit has been the most hyped up person this all season so far for the Chiefs when it comes to them type of guys. I mean, you could argue Worthy too, but Worthy's supposed to be getting that hype. He's the first round pick wide receiver. But we've got some glimpses of Nico Remigio and some silence when it comes to Ross. So I don't know. It's bad because a year ago, Ross was the talk of the town for the entire spring and summer. But at least Ross, he's made some impressive catches at training camp. He made some impressive catches at mini camp. He's gotten touchdowns at mini camp and training camp. So it's still an opportunity for Justyn Ross to prove himself. And I wouldn't just count him all the way out yet, man. I just can't count my guy out. I just can't count my guy out. I don't know how people could count my boy Ross out. So I don't know. The whole less hype thing, it's just really not good, man. It's not good for Ross. It's just not. But we'll definitely continue to monitor what happens. But at the end of the day, me personally, I do believe Ross will be on this roster. He will make the roster. I believe he's gonna stay on the Chiefs team, man. Now, a lot of other people may not believe me. A lot of other people probably think I'm just saying stuff, but at the end of the day, man, nah, Ross is staying. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs, they're gonna need a type of guy with his versatility. They're gonna need a big body receiver, and he's the only person that's really a big bodied receiver. Tony, McCole, Worthy, and Hollywood, those are four small, fast dudes. Like, come on, man. Like, so adding another small dude like Nico, that's five small dudes, bro. Like, why would we not want the presence of a jump ball wide receiver like Justyn Ross? I just don't understand it. And Rice, he's not the biggest guy either. He's not even that big. Rice is considered a kind of a small guy as well. So, what could you really say, man, about Justyn Ross not making a 53-man roster? How could you fully believe that? I don't believe that. I think Justyn Ross will make the 53-man roster. Nico Remigio, I don't know. I'm not saying you're not going to make it. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I just know Ross has to make it somehow, some way. And I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know if y'all think Justyn Ross is going to make the 53-man roster. Let's make boy Chiefs priority. I'm out, man. Peace.